just gonna say it. Netflix movies are very hit or miss. You either get something really good like Carry On, or you get something really mediocre like Heart of Stone. Man, there are a lot of mediocre movies on Netflix with that exact same plot of some kind of heist or theft or being a secret agent. They even had a new Spy Kids movie on Netflix. So Back in Action falls into the same category, right? Well, I do think that its stars really help save this movie from being the typical schlock that Netflix puts out. Because man, there are some duds that they do, but this one, while it has the typical suit and jacket that most of those Netflix movies do have, I'm talking to bad CGI, bad script, predictable story, lacking any sort of uniqueness or real nuance, it does have star power that allows you to look past those things and make it fun and entertaining. Jamie Foxx and Cameron Diaz. It's like Cameron Diaz never left. Cameron Diaz has so much charisma with Jamie Foxx and the rest of her family, and I think that she presents a very relatable story of a mom whose kids are growing older. They begin to want to have time away from mom. Her and her daughter have arguments throughout the film, but I like that Back in Action incorporates her return to acting with its actual plot, because she is returning as a secret spy. And okay, she's returning to acting. Not only that, the kids and them growing apart from her kind of symbolizes how she was growing apart from the industry and vice versa. But man, I really liked having Cameron Diaz back here. She was awesome with Jamie Foxx. They had great chemistry and were very believable as husband and wife. It felt like she never left. And Jamie Foxx, y'all, putting on his typical charm. He's got charisma. What he does right in the Netflix movies is he always injects some comedy that nobody else can do. He's got this charismatic attitude with every character he portrays that is just impossible for most actors to put up. So Jamie Foxx and Cameron Diaz together are very fun with the kids, and shout out to Glenn Close as Grandma, because she was absolutely hilarious, putting on yet another accent. Grandma, we don't forget the Deliverance now. She just always has these roles with accents, and she does an excellent job here. So these two really save it and make it an entertaining and charming watch. But Netflix said themselves, they want to make movies where you can scroll on your phone, and this definitely has that similar issue, but just the two of them together really saves it from trouble. But let's talk about some of the bad, y'all, because there's a lot of it. The CGI is not good. We have another CGI plane yet again, just like we did in Lift with Kevin Hart and in Den of Thieves. Like, there's always some weird CGI plane sequence, and they have it here yet again. Heart of Stone had it. I'm like, man, do we always have to have this weird CGI plane sequence? Yes, they have one in the movie as well. The action is actually pretty well done. I like the action. I thought it was choreographed well. It's a little simple, but it's very fun. And the story very much is like Mr. and Mrs. Smith meets Spy Kids. While the quality is lower than both of those movies, I would say, it still manages to be a lot of fun and brings so much entertainment to the screen simply because of that family, man. Honestly, it also has a very predictable story. I mean, you know where this is going. Once they go to see Grandma, you kind of already know, okay, some villains are going to show up, some things are going to happen. You already know you're in for a twist as well. So you're kind of looking through the movie and wondering, okay, who's gonna be the rat? Who's gonna be the one to betray them? But this cast, man, I mean, I also liked Andrew Scott in the movie. I like Kyle Chandler in the movie. I had a lot of fun with Netflix's Back in Action, and I just want to wrap it back around to Cameron Diaz. Man, I'm so glad she's back, y'all. She just seems like she never left. It seems like she never quite took the suit off. And I really hope she'll be getting more roles in other films. It's not very memorable. It's predictable. And Netflix continues to make this same movie over and over. And I'm wondering when they're going to get out of that. And if they're not, which they're probably not going to, let's be 100% honest, then they might as well make it in this way where you have two stars who are just so charismatic and have so much charm that it's at least entertaining to watch for the family when they're putting their Netflix on TV and they need something to watch. You at least have these fun, bankable stars, Cameron Diaz and Jamie Foxx. Who's not going to click play on that? So this is the way Netflix should make these movies from now on. I honestly think they spend a little too much on weird stars like Zachary Levi and Gina Rodriguez being in a Spy Kids movie. I just think sometimes they pick stars that don't work, but the chemistry between Jamie and Cameron and the kids and Glenn Close and everybody on screen just had really good chemistry together and really great back and forth. It was sharp, it was funny, and I liked the lines that they did together. It feels like there was some improvisation. And you know, Seth Gordon, he has his experience as well in the comedy sector with Horrible Bosses, Baywatch, and he's also done episodes of The Office, Parks and Rec. So it has that like light-hearted tone to it as well, where you're not seeing a ton of people get killed. It's very family friendly. It's very inviting for kids to watch as well. And you've got a cute little character in Leo. Yes, the kid's name is Leo, who is just so funny. Such a cool little technology kid. Like, you know, he's just a huge geek. He's funny. I didn't quite like the daughter that much. She was a little annoying. But hey, teenage girls, they're growing older. They're growing away from mom and dad. This is what happens. So the family was just so much fun. That brand of comedy really did work for me. But y'all gotta let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Have you seen Back in Action yet? If you have, let me know what you thought. And if you haven't, are you gonna check this one out? Listen, I would understand if you hit that skip button, but I'm gonna recommend you check this one out. I think that Jamie and Cameron make up for the schlock that Netflix puts out on a regular basis. And so we've got other films coming up as well on Netflix where I'm worried about the quality of them as well. But I think if you just need something fun for the weekend, something just easy to put on, entertaining, Back in Action is the perfect one for you. And hey, Cameron Diaz fans, listen, we back. Our girl is back, so I cannot wait to hear you guys' thoughts. But guys, thank you so much for watching the review. If you're new to the channel, the name is Leo Rydell. And here on Geekly Goods, we cover Marvel, DC, movies, TV, Sonic, and Cobra Kai. So guys, if you're into those things, hit that subscribe button and come on back, y'all, because we'll have more content throughout the week, and we'll see you next time on Geekly Goods.